Alright, looks like we're live. Here, let me put my headphones on so I can actually hear things. Sorry for the delay, I'm using the software. I'll just using the new streaming software for YouTube. But hey, feel free to jump in Discord if you guys start watching, like we kind of did a few weeks ago. I thought that was pretty cool that we had some people in Discord chatting. So take the Discord and shoot. Probably should have done this beforehand. Alright, I threw the link in the Discord there. Okay, so I am really excited because for any of you who know, I am a massive Crusader Kings 2 player. I've put in, I'm not going to say how many hours I put into it, but I put a lot in. You get them locked into Paradox. I jumped on the opportunity to buy CK3. Have not played it yet, have barely looked at it. This will be new for everybody. Part of the reason I wanted to do this live stream is to kind of demonstrate to y'all what is available in the game, so that hopefully it's informative to you, and you can kind of decide if you want to get it now or whatever. Already right off the bat, right, the layout is very different than CK2. It's got much more of a calligraphy type feel to it. These are kind of the recommended players that you can do. So you can do, it basically breaks up 867 into like 3 different segments of the map. Or you can just do, I'm going to play as any ruler in 1066 or 867 or whatever. We are going to do play as any ruler. What I want to do is I'm going to play in the Spanish. I haven't played down in Spain quite some time, so I figure I might as well do it for CK3. We'll play as these guys. We have what appears to be a blind heir. He's 18, our guy is 19, so I'm guessing he's our brother. But if you notice here, there's already some differences in terms of character, because it says treacherous villain, unmarried. But so it's already giving you some more details about the personalities of the characters that you did not get in CK2. And then notice there it shows the house, and then the religious faith, and then you can see heir to, and he is apparently heir to a lot of kingdoms. Not sure where those other kingdoms are at, but he is heir to some other kingdom. And then we are County of Zamora and Bishop. So we're going to play as this guy. Normal. I'm not going to mess with the gameplay rules. We're just going to jump right in and just play vanilla straight up. Without anything else. Okay, now I think we've already started. Okay, we did. Alright, so that's our dude down there. I'm guessing we click him. It's a very clean feel. It almost feels like EU4 type-ish, right? It doesn't feel as much like a CK2 feels it does at EU4. But okay, so let's see here. Our mother is still alive. She's 43. Yep, he's our oldest, well, I guess second oldest brother. Family. We have a 17-year-old sister. Okay, so she's married to this guy, which would, guess, at a minimum give us a non-aggression pact, right? Allied. Okay, so we are allied, which is good because we need to deal with the, guys, they weren't, no, they were Muslims, but they were of a certain Morocco, I think. I forget. Sorry, a squirrel moment. Okay, we have a 16-year-old brother. He's a rapacious zealot, which probably means he's good. 14-year-old brother, resentful empath, and then finally a compassionate craven, who's our brother. What are we? 7 on diplomacy, 17 martial. Brave, diligent, and we're a skilled tactician with quick. 9 intrigue. Prowess. Okay. Now what are these over here? Up top is brave, callous, diligent. And then we have 53 coin. We get 4.7 per month. 750 prestige, piety. Okay. And then military strength. That's the levies here. By the way, I'm doing the camera because it's been requested multiple times. Let me know what you think of it. I necessarily do it every video if it's not desired, mainly because I don't necessarily like doing it, but y'all requested it. This is our county, our capital. A little more difficult to kind of tell what is within a county just by looking at this picture, but okay, so we got a city, and then we can add 3 construction slots here. Okay, so city, level 1, we can put it all the way to level 4. 447 coin to bump it up to level 2 city. Upgrades would do. Take 5 years. Okay. Construct, so we can construct pastoral lands, hill farms, hunting grounds, barracks, military camps, guilds, trade ports. Okay. So pretty standard stuff there. We've got these different tabs here. So let's see here. Ah, okay. So we have a castle, a temple, and the city that is in this location, and we can also build another holding. So it looks like the way it works is you have your castle, and then underneath your castle is what you improve within the castle. So that's interesting. It's a new layer that wasn't available in CK2. And then same thing with your temple, right? You have your temple holding here, and then underneath it is what you would do to improve your temple holding. Now, they did have that in CK2, but it's kind of like a laundry list type option. This looks like you can make it a little bit more customized, perhaps. Okay, so there's that, and this is the county tab here that we're looking at. Development. I'm not sure how we would improve that. Not sure what would improve development. Perhaps that's something you do when you're in the city, going through and maybe putting hill farms and that sort of thing. Okay, we have here the duchy has not been created for this area yet. A little annoying how these little windows pop over this thing. We have the kingdom title. Okay, so it looks like the red marker around the emblem tells you do not have it yet. Because Empire also has red, whereas Kingdom does not have the red around it. So that's good to know. Go to location, show previous. You can rename. That's pretty cool. Line of succession if you hover over it. That's good to have. Then we got hills, the city. Alright. That's the county tab. Let's see what else we have here. Looks like the rest of it. This is the overall realm. Military, our council, courts, intrigue, factions, and then finally, just trying to figure out a good place to put my camera, and I'm wondering if there really is a good spot for my camera. I also like to know where the comments in the game are going to pop up anytime something happens. Um, where these pop up first. There. Yeah, so I wonder if I just stick myself in the middle. Let me grab the camera that I'm using here. Seems kind of annoying to have it right there. There. That way, hopefully, I'm not obstructing too much here. Okay, let's get back. Where are we at? Okay, so don't need that open. Go over Helm tabs here first. Okay, so this looks like it gives you an overview of the different aspects of your realm. So we've got Infante Roderico. Like he holds... He's a duke. Powerful vassal. Probably should be a duke. Yep, duchy. Got 2 duchies actually. So he is someone we're going to want to keep happy, even though right now it's -60 on the opinion. Now he is down here. He has 2 counties. And then Infante Gaton, he's got 3. Are we the only ones that have 1 county? Looks like it. Brother has a county. 2. Wow, okay. So we've got a lot of vassals we're going to have to worry about here. Okay. Take a little bit of getting used to because it's definitely a different setup from CK2, which I'm not complaining about. It's just different. CK2, I can do it with my eyes closed. Scale, change gender laws, succession, so all this stuff's pretty standard. Right now our succession laws are Confederate partition. All children inherit equally. That is good. Kind of like the single heir primogenitor. I don't have high enough crown authority to do it. I have 1 or more negative powerful. Yep. Alright. That's one of the things we have to change. Get ourselves in a position where we can adjust the succession laws. Military. We've got knights and levies right now. That's all we can raise. Create a men-at-arms regiment. What does that mean? All these are just okay. Men-at-arms are professional soldiers superior to levies. The player has direct control over the composition and size of their men-at-arms regiments. Different types of men-at-arms are good or bad in different types of terrain. Each type also counters another type. This kind of sounds like the retinues that we had in CK2. That's what it... Mercenaries. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can create a holy order. I like it. Okay, council. Kind of want to spouse because I don't. Not married, so that's good. It's good because then we can kind of dictate. I'll have to think about who I'm gonna try and ally myself with. Probably the Western Frankens. I need a backdrop and some assistance against the. Got religious relations. This is Archbishop. Fabricate claim. Options. It's interesting you would have a Archbishop as fabricate claims. Chancellor. A great title. Okay. Improve. Foreign affairs improve. Okay. Stewart, raise taxes. Or collect taxes, that is. Increase development. So there's our answer to that, right? So we were talking about how do we improve the increase the development of our county. He would be the guy to do it. What does that mean? At 100%, you increase development by 1. Look, the county. Talking about development being 3, and it said here your development is a measure of the local infrastructure. Higher development increases the levies, taxes, and supply limit. Okay, good to hear. Organize levies. We can train commanders. And then finally increase control in the county. Then finally, and this is great, right? So the heir to our kingdom is the frickin' spy master, who only has 2. Yeah, it's brilliant. Disrupt schemes. So this is basically stop people committing plots against you. Support schemes to support plots. And then finally to find secrets. So this will basically find things that you can exploit and blackmail your opponents. A knight. I wonder what that means. A knight is a character that joins your army to fight alongside your soldiers, so basically a commander from CK2. During battles, knights use their prowess skill to fight more effectively. A high prowess means that they will be able to inflict more damage on the enemy and are more likely to survive or even emerge from battle unscathed. A character cannot be a commander and a knight at the same time. Okay, so I was wrong. So a commander and a knight are 2 different things. Commander. An army commander is a character in command of an army. Any of your couriers or direct vassals can potentially be assigned as a commander. In battle, the martial skill of the commander heavily influences the advantage. As long as there is a commander present, additional rolls will be made in an attempt to increase advantage. In addition, commander traits can provide an army with many different perks, both in it. Okay, so what I'm gathering from that is that your knights fight alongside your soldiers, improving your soldier skill. But your overall strategic skill and how your troops are applied in the battlefield is probably dictated by your commander. That's a new layer of the game that I was not familiar with and actually pleasantly surprised by. There's our council, our court. So, I'm guessing this is just the people hanging out in our county, literally our county court. I need a court physician. I've got all these people kind of just hanging out here, none of which like us much. Interestingly enough, why don't people like us? Yeah, I get that, but why? Why do you not like me? I'm amazing. You should love me. Okay, so there's that. I can invite claimants. I can invite knights. That's pretty cool. Okay. I like to see them involving knights more in, because that obviously was a huge part of the medieval. So we got intrigue. Hostile scheme. Cause harm to a character. Secrecy can do murder, abduct, claim throne, or fabricate. Fabricate hook. Okay, so basically getting someone to do your bidding. Personal schemes. Interesting. So you can do personal schemes now, which makes sense, right? Because the game's largely built around the character that you play as. So not only can you hook characters, so get them to do your bidding, but now you can develop personal. You can do personal schemes against people, effectively tear down reputations of other people, get them to improve their opinions of you, blah blah blah, or strong arm them into doing things for you. So that actually makes intrigue in this game much more compelling as far as making your primary playthrough. Then secret schemes, unbeknownst to the scheme target, however, it can be discovered, causing a reduction in success rate. Blah blah blah. So hooks you hold, secrets. Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. You can totally do that with this. How do I do a scheme? Do I just like target somebody and be like, I want to scheme you? Here's a scheme. Prove his opinion of you. Murder scheme. So like, it would tell you available. Factions, so this is, pretty standard from CK2. You can prevent a vassal from joining a faction by making them your friend, lover, prisoner, or ally. They will also refrain from joining if they're terrified or if they have a strong hook on them. And then decisions. Form Portugal, consecrate bloodline, strengthen dynasty of many crowns, found a new empire, restore holy. Okay, those are major decisions. And then just your basic run the line decisions. We can search for a physician. Search available for 12 months. That's fine. Okay. I can go on a pilgrimage, invite claimants, invite knights. Right. Before I invite knights, I want to figure out, okay, so how do I structure military? My knights and my commanders. Like, who are my commanders? Where would I... House of Canterbury. Okay, pick a lifestyle. I get 30% because of my martial education. It makes sense. Probably go with this one, right? Oh, interesting. Okay. +1 dread, 20%. Authority focus, strategic focus, or chivalry. Prowess. I wonder what prowess means. Makes you better at duels. Faction bona fide to that. Battle advantage. So chivalry seems pretty on the battlefield. So I want to rule like through an iron fist. Roll growth. Then strategic. Luck when a duel, +3 martial, and then martial experience. That affects, or maybe I just have to plunk these in there. It's interesting. So you can really specialize your character, which that's cool. I like that. And that's a lot of options, right? Because that's 3 trees per per major, skill set, lifestyle skill set. So, okay, so that was that. We did kingdom, and then stress level, port vassals. I'm not seeing where set up my commanders and my. This is the religious tab. Got armed pilgrims. What does this say here? That's involving declaring holy wars. See, this is basically if you screw up, you can ask for monasticism. Couriers can take the vows and become a monk. The hell would I want to do that? Maybe I could force other people to become monks. I ain't gonna do it. Okay, and then we got sins here. The Catholic sins. Catholic virtues. That looks painful. No thank you. Okay, main doctrines, male dominant, righteous, and revoke land titles from evil infidels without incurring tyranny. Simple holders are leased out to their holders' realms, and then ecumenism. Probably did not pronounce that correctly. Okay. Marriage, monogamous, how boring. Bastardry, legitimized. Okay, can legitimize a bastard. Divorces must be approved. Create a new Christian faith. I'm assuming this would create a faith not favorable to the Catholics. Would probably put me at odds with the Catholic faith pretty quick. But it's interesting you do that. Then we've got our culture here. So Visigoths. Okay, so this is like a tech. That's it. All right, interesting. Okay, so we are under tribal right now. There. Although, are we? I thought we're not tribal, or we're not tribal people. Okay, so faith is Catholic. We have feudal-like holdings, but we are culturally tribal. Interesting. So let's go back to that. So because we're in a tribal here, right? We have all these different options here. I don't know what we do to continue building upon these or to expand them further. I'll have to figure that out. Innovations are technologies and other advances that benefit all characters of a certain culture. Through contact with neighboring cultures, each culture is also exposed to one specific innovation, which will be discovered much quicker. Okay, so we need to... what? Culture? To get points to allocate to these areas, I guess? Got an onager. Next, so we got an early medieval. Not yet been reached. 7, I think. Have not discovered at least 50% of the innovations of the tribal era. That's good. Oh, we have to discover 50% of the tribal. Okay. figure out how to improve our culture. They're clear to me. Okay, but then we keep bouncing up here, and then you get to late medieval. All right, so that's there. Yeah, I already know how to deal with that. You know what? The encyclopedia is going to be helpful for that culture issue. That's interesting, because if you have conquered a lot of heathen lands, for example, and you have a very large duke who just doesn't happen to, hypothetical here, different culture than you, who's much more powerful than you, he might be able to set the innovations here. Looks like setting the cultural fascination. Where's that? That doesn't tell me how to speed up innovation. That was not helpful. Okay. I still have not been able to find where my commanders are. No, they're not going to name an area right now. Get married. 7 issues. I'm not endorsed by your archbishop. Well, that's scandalous. How am I going to fix that? Alright, my homie. What do we need to do to please you? You're negative 30, man. Come on. Buddy. I have 64% chance that this will do that. I'm right clicking when I hover over him, by the way. One more option. Medical skill. Get off. Bad. I'll make him a court physician. Why not? Here you go. Look at you. Oh, you're my court physician. Now you kind of like me a little bit better. Hey, they gone. I won before it even started, because you know when you're omnipotent, you can win without even having to try or think. I'm trying to make this guy like me. He doesn't like me right now. It's very unfortunate. Titles. No, he's a monk. Okay. What else can I do? What else can I do? Money? I don't know. Oh, geez. I just sent like a 95 coin? Ridiculous. No. Okay, I can declare 2 wars. Sultan Muhammad and this guy at. Oh, he's up there. Okay. Why would I do that? Yeah, I'd go there and I get schwacked afterwards. Okay, I can create titles. Kingdom of Galicia. There. but have 2 kingdoms. Why would I want to do that? I don't know. Create the duchy. I'm guessing that costs a good amount of money. Yep, it does. 250. We don't have that. Then create a couple duchies in the kingdom. Okay. Weird. Sorry. My phone like lit up for no apparent reason whatsoever. Powerful vassal demands council position. Is he powerful? Is he? Is he? He's got 2 titles. He's not that powerful. Plus, it looks like, look at the hair. I mean, like, really, bro? It looks like Hansel. Hansel! And his wife's like, eh. Tool. I have a dreadful reputation. That's pretty cool. You're in line to inherit 8 titles. Am I? I'm 4th in line. Pfft. Not helpful. And there's an active election. Is there? It's active? Okay, I need to nominate somebody. Alright, so let's go with... Not going to nominate my blind brother who's a spy master. He had really high diplomacy, though. So he'd be a garbage commander. Infante, the little 14-year-old guy, isn't too bad. She looks pissed, man. Wouldn't want to freaking piss her off. Brother, a 16-year-old brother, apparently. Got a lot of brothers. Let's see. So he's got 7 marshal. 7 marshal. No diplomacy, though. He's a decent steward. So he'd be a good steward, but he probably wouldn't be a good ruler. He's gregarious. He is blind. Okay, they gone. Who'd you pick? Would you go with the blind guy who's got fantastic diplomacy? So he's kind of almost like a he's got like a golden tongue, or piss him off, because he is by nature next in line, and go with the 14-year-old. Got decent diplomacy. Okay, marshal, and then not really anything else, but he is charming. But he's lazy. I don't know if we don't want a lazy ruler. I don't mind the wrathful, because I think everybody needs a wrathful leader. But compassionate, no. I'm gonna go with the blind dude. Let's do it. Did I select him? What just happened? Did not nominate him. Come on, what are we gonna do here? How do I nominate? Cast my vote for him. Okay. Okay, so we've casted our vote for him. But again, I am not seeing the option here for probably have an entire kingdom full of peasants. I can create rally points. Knights. I only have 7 knights. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, so these are the guys that fight alongside my levies and improve the effectiveness of my levies. These are just guests, but I can recruit them to court if I wanted to. Pay them for how much that costs. Do it. Let's see what happens. Pay 10. Is it 10 per month? What? Alright. So he is now a part of a court. Not sure what that means, but hey, he's there. We have more than... Okay, so 7. So the guys lit up are the ones that are actually... are... knights. Loser. Okay, so that's knights. Now let's go here. Those are peasants, by the way. Yeah, I'm well, sort of Spain. I'm like half Spain, half Portugal right now. Because if you look right here, these kind of from the county of Pravia south is Portugal, and the rest here is modern day Spain. I just got this game today, so I have not had any chance to kind of go through it and figure it all out. So I'm doing it right now on a live stream. Figured probably this is more effective because this way everyone can kind of see what's available in the game rather than me just jumping in just playing. Then you're gonna have to come, then you'd be playing catch up on what all the different functions are. Thing I can't figure out though is commanders. How do I see what commanders are? Figured out who my knights are, but I need to figure out who my commanders are. Maybe the way you figure that out is we raise the army. Alright, so we just divide this up. Okay, can you split off armies? You can. Take commander. The command advantages is different than them being as a knight. So see here, as a knight, he only has 3 prowess, but as a commander, he's got 12. That's interesting. Got a bonus to organization. Who? Well, so I'm allied with. Here we go. Let me just lower this army here. Get rid of this guy. Okay. So I guess your commanders are effectively your vassal holders, I'm guessing. Okay, so what I need to do here? Okay, and then I'm allied with Navarra through a marriage for my sister. Now I have another sister I can marry, I believe, or maybe it's just an aunt. She's the one married to Navarra, and then my brother, who looks like a sister, but he's not. He's actually my brother. That's why I thought I had a sister married to somebody. I need to marry somebody though, so let's go up here. Wow, that is a big ass family. Okay, children are all taken. So, fortunate. Spouse, so she's married. Daughter of King Charles II. So if I were to marry her, would I get an alliance with West Francia? That's the question. Did I select me? So okay, so we would get an alliance from this. Character, clear character. Heritable traits. Quick. Oh, that's cool. Both get 4,000 troops. Holy hell. He will accept it too. So we're going to marry into West Francia, and we'll have alliance with them. Three people is about 3 times more than I usually have. Just learning the game right now. Figured I'd stream it, demonstrate. Okay. Our little icon for this scheme. Trying to make that archbishop like us more. That's important. Okay, so all right, we did that. Now what do we want to do? 750 prestige. Now, how do I... Okay, so I called the troops that I had. That was for, looks like my county alone. How do I go about calling to our... That seemed like that was just my county. Unless the way it does it now is it just says, hey, we're going to take your entire kingdom and plunk them all in one area. I suppose that's possible. What about, like, this guy down here? I mean... So I'm peeing on him, apparently. He knows. Guy deserves it. If I click him... Way to make him like me more, grant more titles, modify feudal contract. Okay, so I can actually adjust... Oh, that's interesting. So I can adjust per feudal lord now what they do as far as levies and taxes and that sort of thing. Allow him to declare war. So this is interesting. So you could really adjust your relationships with different lords based on all these little things that you used to not be able to do, like give him saying, hey man, you can declare war on anybody. That would make him really happy, right? So that'd probably improve loyalty. Council rights. To protect his title. This hook looks like it's going to be a really important part of the game. So it looks like that's going to be something you're going to want to develop, is getting hooks on the different lords and people that you think are going to be helpful, because then you can sway them into doing things for you they wouldn't do otherwise. What must modify? Okay. In the case in the castle and build your personal cities. Yeah, no, I agree with that in terms of building within your own areas to basically increase the number of troops that you can raise. But what I'm curious about is, I know I have more troops than that in my entire kingdom. So for example, this guy's got 117, 5, 13. I mean, I guess it might possibly be too, just I don't have enough people that like me yet, and so they're not really giving me a lot of levies when I raise them, and so maybe that's why. I'm used to CK2, where if you raised all of your levies across your kingdom, they would raise in different parts of your kingdom, depending on the county that they're raised in. They wouldn't just raise in one spot. Oh, okay, so total troops I can raise is actually 1651. So over time, that will increase. That. It says I'm holding 4 of 5, but I don't. My holding it's 4 of 5. I've got a county. County. Where's that other county at? Oh, interesting. Okay. Kind of all over the place. Got that county there. Capital. County there. That county there. Okay, well that answers that question of concern. Okay, so let's just unpause for a few. Cool. Got the alliance. Dude, she needs to smile a little bit, man. She's pissed. What am I being asked here? Oh, okay. I have a court physician now, so I want to collect my. Do I want to collect my dowry? I feel like the prestige is really important, although obviously cash is important too. 75 versus 350. We'll just go 350. I think an intrigue character in this game is going to be a lot of fun because it just seems like there's a lot of different options that you can do. Married. Do I have to? He kind of likes us already, so that's good. Good. Only 43% chance. Well, organized court. Useless. Okay, what's this? If I close these out. Uh-oh. The hair, man. If he just took care of the hair, he'd be a much better trainer. Teach about command. He'll like us for it. He refuses to listen, though. This just makes it 20. But he could also gain 2 martial from it. What's his martial at currently? Somebody that I would even use. Got really high learning. See if you listen. Oh, good. Okay, so not only did I improve his martial, but he likes me better now. So I'll take it. If I close these. Uh-oh, sinful bishop. Ooh. If you right click him, it gets rid of him. Okay. Speed are we playing on? I think we're playing on normal. Fast. I don't have any kids yet. I'm only, I think, 18, 19. I'm 19. Although, that does beg the question, can I train my brothers? Oh, this guy isn't even in court. Doesn't trust me. Offer him guardianship. This guy, I think, has his own county already. It looks like she'd, attack my face. This guy, I think, is the one who will not come to court, right? Yeah. This guy, we can do guardianship. So maybe. He will not accept it. Why not? I'm amazing. What about the queen? Accept. Do I have any warriors? Sides me. Really annoying. Knight. You know what? This guy douche. I want to send him to the. He'll be a monk. How do I make him a monk? I'll monk you. want him to be my heir anymore. I want him to be a monk. M.A. Weird. Okay. He'll accept. So we'll train him up. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like if you went ahead and that was actually my brother who's the heir, his son. Or no, that was his brother too. What am I talking about? Yeah, so if you do hooks and intrigue and all that sort of things in the papal court, then I think what you have to do is get yourself as a cardinal first. And then if you do hooks and intrigue and everything like that, then you can convince people within the church itself to vote for you to make you the pope. What? Oh, cool. That was fast. So, I don't know if there's just no battles going on right now across the world, or you can't see them. It's like really quiet right now, though. Too quiet. And then my council. Oh, that's right. You know what? I totally didn't have my council do anything. That was stupid. What's this do? Religious relations. Fabricate claim. Right now, I don't need to fabricate any claims. I have enemies to my south that I could definitely. Do I have any? Duke. Mayor. I'm looking for specifically archbishops that I can improve relations with. But I don't have any archbishops under my direct control, it looks like. So, in that event, let's go improve relations with I This is frustrating. I want to go here. I want to go there. Come on. Why are you being a freaking asshole? Religious relations, I get that. I should be able to send him to... Figure that out later. That's a little annoying. Okay, this guy here, domestic affairs. Oh, so there. If you click it and you can go somewhere, then this is the way to do it, apparently. Which one's my capital again? There. Organize levies. Train commanders. That's pretty good. I'm gonna stick with organized levies though. That make these close entries garbage. Guy's got a lot of land. I can see him declaring war on me and schwacking me pretty hard. That's why I had to marry him, marry into his family, that I can get the support. What's up, Luca? Trying to make heads and tails of CK3. It's much quieter than CK2 so far. Battles. Anything I can spend my prestige on. Boo! You would not be swayed. Like me, damn it. Working on that. A weak hook. I'll take it. Got a hook against this guy. So hook basically means not necessarily indebted to you, but kind of use it as a way to kind of get some leverage on him. Do things for you. Okay, so we got a kid. Hey, it's a boy. Let's name him after Buster. Second, the second coming is upon us. Oh no, not Jesus, no. Wait, what's this going on? What the hell? Wait, what is happening here? What are these guys doing? Why are my troops marching around everywhere without my orders? Look at my feudal laws. I'm guessing my feudal laws must be very decentralized to allow my peeps to be fighting without my authority. Found it earlier. Where'd I put it? Oh, here we go. Laws. Okay. Where'd I find it at? I gotta tell you, it's so hard going from CK2 to this. I'm so used to the old way of things. Put so many hours in that game. It's gonna take me a little bit to learn this. Decisions. Where is the law tab? Yeah, hook is a new feature to the game, and I think it's actually going to be a major feature to the game, to be honest with you. Let me actually go back over that just to illustrate. It's pretty interesting. So if you go to, I think it's personal schemes. It is interpersonal, and I can't. The hook is a general term for a relationship between characters where one can get the other to do their will. There are two types, weak and strong. So we have a weak against one of those dukes, I believe now. Because we, instead of collecting taxes that he owed us under law, we said, we'll look the other way. So now he knows that we could always come back and collect those taxes if we want, but we're choosing not to. And so therefore he kind of feels like, hey, if I don't do what my king asks of me, then he might turn around and want to collect something, right? So that's kind of how the hooks work. So it's a little bit different to the intrigue characterization of the game than it used to be, and I think it's far more realistic in terms of how the reality of things are. But so the weak hook here, just to describe what it says here, a weak hook is a fairly common hook that might have on a character who owes you a favor, or that you may have manipulated to do your will. While there are many interactions where a weak hook can be used, for example in marriage proposals, they cannot be used to force someone to become your agent in a murder scheme, and does not provide a passive benefit. Every child born to a noble house also owes the house head an initial weak hook. Once its use is spent, the strong hook is a very powerful hook that you might have on a character who you have blackmailed. Daughter's crying, I might have to go get her. Strong hooks are much more powerful than weak hooks and can force someone to do terrible deeds for you, such as become your agent in a murder scheme. A strong hook also prevents the target from taking any hostile actions towards the holder. Strong hooks are not spent when used, but instead go on a cooldown before they can be used again. The passive effect is not lost when the hook is used. So there you go. You can fabricate a hook also. So there's a lot of different ways you can use that. Pretty interesting. I think it's kind of like a further development on the favors that you used to have in CK2. Waiting to see if my daughter goes back to sleep. She's 6 months old, so sometimes she wakes up and needs daddy cuddles. Because my cuddles are amazing. Okay, so back to, that was a squirrel moment. What the hell is going on in my kingdom here? Why are people attacking? Does anyone recall where the tab is for my laws? Got my vassals. Yeah, succession. Okay. Yeah, I do, man. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I'm trying to figure out where my freaking law tab is so I can figure out what my laws are. I think I might have some sort of decentralized law thing going on here. Well, the minimum, okay, so he's there. What is he fighting over? I just feel so retarded playing this game. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Go with this guy right here. Okay, who is he fighting with? It's got to be something here that tells me who he's fighting against. I'm not seeing it. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, here we go. Ha! It's under diplomacy. What do you know? Okay, so he is defending against... okay, so this. So he's defending against this guy, it looks like. Pravia is attacking. got a count on his side, and then defending is this guy. Okay. So he looks like he'll be fine. But that's interesting. We have, okay, so we must be a very decentralized feudal government to have wars within our kingdoms. We've also got dukes allied to each other. That is problematic as far as things going forward. But hey, sorry to do this. I need to stop the stream and take care of my daughter. I will keep this going because I'm going to figure out where everything at is more effectively so that I am not bumbling through this. And I'll do it like I normally do with my CK playthroughs where things will flow much more effectively. I just need to figure out where all the tabs are at. I'll keep this game going though because I think I do want to play as this. Overwrite the autosave. And I'll probably pick up right here. I don't know if it'll be a stream or if it'll be a recording, but I did want to kind of get this going so that people could see the game. I did kind of go through most of the tabs in this game, all the things, all the options, that sort of thing, so hopefully that's helpful. And with that, thanks for checking in, guys, and hopefully you can check out the whole stream, get a feel for the game.